Hey there, guys.
Hello. Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We are so excited. It's our what?
Anniversary.
Yes. My hair is like, he just did his own thing. But anyway.
It looks beautiful.
Well, you tell me that always. Praise the Lord. But yes, we are so excited. This is our anniversary show. Can you believe this, ladies?
I can't believe it.
Can you believe this?
This is so amazing.
So great.
Year. Yes. And we still yes, and we still love and like each other. That's the good thing. Yeah.
Always.
Sisters to the end.
Yes, absolutely. So we are excited, and we want to make sure that we don't forget guests. We are going to be giving away some beautiful prizes, some money. So be sure that we get your name. And Marguerite, send me that wheel again so I can work on it as we add our guest on. It when I switched computers, lost everything. Yes. So send that back to me. But welcome. Did we start welcoming our guests? We want to say, hey, Alicia Haley. Did we? Yes. JL, she sits on the corner of our virtual show and just sits there and supports us all the time. Hey. We have another one, Dorita. Hey, how are you, Maija?
Hey, Maija.
Yes, thank you all for coming aboard.
We turn it up.
Yes, please remember to subscribe. If we don't, because we're older, we don't remember it all the time. So please subscribe and tell your friends, your family, because we love coming every month. We wish we could do it every week, but we want to make sure we give you some fresh and relevant things. So you keep coming back. But yes, please share. And we're just so excited because we got some wonderful guests, which we're gonna bring in. We're gonna talk about some of the favorite things we sort of loved about what we brought to the show. So we want to bring some of those things back because they were very relevant and insightful. Yes. Would you say so, ladies? Would you say so?
Very much.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I'm one of the hosts, but I learned a lot myself this past year.
Yes.
I keep my pen and paper because I'm always learning, and that's the beauty of it.
Yes.
You are never too old to learn and to make improvements, right?
Yes, exactly. Absolutely. And each day you wake up, it's if you're not learning. What did this guy, he told me, he said, if you're not in the room of growth, there is a problem. So you always got to stay in the room of growth. No matter how old. I'm like, you know what? That's simple, but that's powerful.
Keep them brain cells going.
Yeah. Well, since we've got a mouthful of things that we're going to do today, we want to go ahead and reintroduce our guests, and our panelists. And so, Marguerite, why don't you start with, wait a minute, am I going in order here? Yes, Marguerite. Why don't you start with you?
All right. I would just like to say hey to everybody, and it's been a blast this past year. I had the opportunity to be a host on Vibe on Health. It started out as a brainstorm idea from Dawn. She called us up and say, hey, let's try to do a live show. So it's like, oh, okay, let's try it. And here we are a year later. I've been into health for over 20 years, studied herbs with Medina Nance, powerful herbalist, guru, and I studied massage therapy. I'm a licensed massage therapist, and I'm also became a certified CBD specialist when I joined a company called Wakana. So you guys, if you watch this, our live, I'm always talking about cannabis, CBD, cannabis. And I live here with my husband and my kids, trying to keep them quiet right now, but that's me.
And yes, well, you know what, we love what you bring, Marguerite. So thank you for being a part. Even though you guys say, I was the one. I mean, what is that? A team. It takes a team to make the dream. So the Lord might have put it on me, but it couldn't have happened unless all three of us said, "Hey, that's So I mean, I hear, but at the same time, it's all of us. So
two more came together in the name of the Lord.
That's right. How about you, Sheila? Share your.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Share. You know what? If you ladies see me turning my head, I don't know if producer D wants to take me down or you all like seeing me going left and right. I'm trying to make sure I get all the names that are popping up. And if you are coming through Facebook, please come to, I'm sorry, if you're coming on Facebook, no, YouTube, I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly. If you're coming on YouTube, make sure you at least come to, is it Facebook or Marguerite? Help me.
Yeah, Facebook.
So they need to come to Facebook.
Let us know you're there.
Right. So put your name in Facebook because you would hate to not be on that little wheel of fortune. So come to Facebook, chime in, and I'll make sure your name is on that list. So anyway, I'm sorry, Sister Sheila, please continue.
Yeah, so we want you guys to, like Dawn said, sign up. Let us know who you are so you can be added for our surprises that we have, our giveaways. Thank you, Gloria. I know you're a busy woman on the go. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, becoming Nyrel and Latina and Shakina. Thank you so much. And people are saying happy anniversary. We appreciate it. So like the others, like Marguerite said, I'm like so delighted to be here. As soon as Dawn asked a year ago, it was May 12th, I think was our first show, May 12th of 20. I was like, let's do this. And so our community needs it. We need it. I've learned so much and happy to share as a health coach. This is a passion for me. I love to encourage and empower people to take charge of their own health, to become the CEO of their own health, and to make change. And when you make changes in your life, especially as women, we empower our family. We set a good example that's easy to follow. And I would love for our community to have a legacy of health and wellness instead of some of the other things that plague us. So that's why I'm here, just to vibe on health and to share the journey with you guys. So thanks for being here.
And again, since I'm the host, and I can say, Sister Sheila, you bring such an awareness and just breaking down and technically getting into the dynamics of health, and we need that, and for people to hear that and how you bring that to the table, that makes our show even stronger. So thank you for connecting and coming in. What is that? Who was that a long time ago? Yes. Hey, Mary just popped in. So Mary, I'm putting your name on the list. Yes. Thank you for popping up. And as I'm typing, I'll share a little bit about me. Most of you know, back in 2013, I was diagnosed with, at least I was told I had cancer. And I could have done one or two things. I could have just, kind of folded up and said, well, guess it's my time to go. And, kind of just live my life however the Lord felt it was necessary. But I prayed and asked God to give me the strength. And if there is a healing therapy out there, Lord, please lead me to it. And guess who called me and said, hey, have you thought about juicing? That is Sister Sheila. And when she told me about juicing, I really went on this journey to, and I'm not saying I found a cure or nothing, so I don't want them to take us down, because that was not the case. What I am saying is I learned how to get myself healthier, which put my body in a position to get healthy and beat this thing. And so that's why I love being a part of Vibe on Health. It's so that I can share my story or some of the things that I've done, and I can share with you. And sometimes it's, the simple things. And, I was kind of torn between saying this because it's such a taboo. But I just about a month ago, that's why you guys didn't see me last month. I did contract the COVID virus, and I didn't have the symptoms that most people had. But my sister JL said, you know what? You just got one of those strong immune systems. That's why you didn't have all that. And so I guess, okay, maybe you're right about that. So I, just did what I needed to do some natural things. But again, that's just me. And I got healthier, and here I am. Thank you, Jesus. So that's my story. I love sharing ways to get healthy. And that's who Dawn Haley is. That's the Dawn Haley tour. So let's talk. So let's come on, everybody, come on back. Everybody, come on back. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
We had the mute. Now we had to unmute.
We got to mute and unmute. So we can hear you. So we can hear everything you got to say.
Yes, and so
wonderful testimony. I get choked up every time.
Man, you.
Yeah, well, God is good. God is good.
Yes,
but the moral to the story is, we don't we're not doctors. We never claim to say you should take this over something else, because like Sheila says, everybody's body is different. The one thing we just promote is feed your body. Yeah. Give it what it needs, because you drive around here and you see people eating. I was at Walgreens today, right? And I see this elderly man, and okay, I said, hopefully he comes in there, because there's some things in pharmacies that are healthy, right? And so I saw him pick up a thing of sugar, a bottle of sugar, because that's what most of these drinks are, a bottle of sugar. And some, what are those, Reese cupcakes. And I'm like, you can't feed, in my mind, I'm saying you can't feed your body like that. So I'm not, I'm not going to make it as long, but the key, everyone, is you just got to give your body what it needs so it can help you. And that's it. All right. I think we sent that home, right? Yes. But we get some comments. Thank you. Thank you. Happy anniversary. And yes, thank you guys. Please share. We got to keep saying that, right? But anyway, we're going to move along, and forgive me if I keep reading my paper, but we're going to move along, and we're going to talk about, are we going to bring in our first guest, ladies? Or are we going to, do we want to, I am following the law. We're going to take turns. We did talk about our appreciation. Did we all talk about our appreciation? How we appreciate? Did we do that?
Not yet.
Sheila, take yourself off of mute, honey.
I appreciate you, Dawn. I appreciate you, Marguerite. I couldn't have done this with a better group.
Yes.
I think our variety of styles and experience, and we have probably 70, 80 years of experience between us,
Watching now, ain't that old. Not
each of us, but combined.
Right.
Like 20 something, 30 something, I think. Yeah. So all of our lives, since we came out of the womb, we've been working in this area of natural health and healing. And so, and not your body heals itself. So we're not healing.
Yes.
That's just a little disclaimer, but man, I really appreciate being here.
Yes. Marguerite.
And I what's it, laying back right on what Sheila was saying, because when you do, like they said, when you learn better, you do better. And when you find out some of these think just like the testimony that Don just gave, people need to hear this. This is something I feel so happy that we're getting it out there among the public, because I've been into the internet a little bit myself, and I know how far you can reach people. I've been, even since I've been selling herbs, I had clients in London and Hawaii, and it was amazing me the fact that you can reach people all over the place. So that's why I'm so gung-ho about this platform and sharing this information and all the lovely guests. And I have to say, hey, Shakila Mohammed, that's my fellow massage therapist buddy.
I'm making sure I put her name and spell it correctly. On this wheel. Yes.
And everybody else who joined, thank you.
Yes. And that's, with this anniversary, we want to share some of our favorite episodes, just a small, because if we played the whole thing, you guys would be here until it's time to get up and go to work in the morning. But we do want to share one of our first segments introduces a preview, a clip of a conversation with Sheila. And so I just want to make sure, producer D, are you ready to play that? Are you ready to roll that, one of our favorite segments? Just give us a thumbs up. And we'll okay, good. Well, let's sort of give like what is that? What is that when you give an intro? Yeah. We were talking about being the CEO of your health. And that kind of is leading our conversation that we were having, is you really have to be the CEO of your health. And so when Sheila shared this, I think both Marguerite and I were just like, that's wow. That's deep. So we want you guys to enjoy this segment that Sheila just rolled out. And it was just so, so relative and informative that we like to share that with you again. So producer D, take us away.
And you don't really pay attention to it. But guess what? I'm going to just highlight really quickly that these things that you learned are still there. The the stop, they're still there.
Yeah.
And you carry that with you, and you have to learn to pause the negative thinking. And here's a really good tip is why affirmations work, because you begin to tell yourself positive things. I am enough. I am worthy. I am worthwhile. I love myself. Yeah. And because we're individuals, so my nose might look too big to me, but so what? This is what God gave me. You have to learn to appreciate yourself. And when I first started doing the affirmations, it really helped me on my weight loss journey, because I began to feel more confident. For some reason, I was feeling this level of enoughness, and I found that so many people have it.
All right.
Yeah, so I could just comment on that. So it was just really quickly. The exercise was to take a blank canvas, and that's how you start your life, with nothing there. And then as you go through life, you get so much opposition. No, don't do this. You can't make it. Your parents are always telling you stop and no. So you have that in the background on your canvas, even when your life gets busy and crowded with work and marriage and kids and whatever, but that stuff is still playing in your background. And so people tell you, oh, just be positive and stop thinking negative. But the thoughts that in your mind you carry with you, and you don't necessarily turn those, get rid of those. You don't erase those. They're always there. So you have to learn a technique that's pausing negative thoughts. So you could just like press pause, like you intentionally are stopping the negative thoughts when they come up. And then you can press play for the positive thoughts to replay over and over. And so, put your hands on your waist and stand up straight and say, I am winning. I am strong. I am confident. I am brave. I am bold. I am enough. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself, because you have more conversations with yourself than you do with anybody else. So let's make those positive thoughts. And that's a way to take charge of your health. It doesn't cost anything, just takes a little time. And over time, you began to feel more confident, and so you can tackle your problems.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Absolutely. And again, I know most of you had to see how Marguerite and I were just because it is, I mean, it is true that we do beat up on ourselves, and it could come from our, our past as growing up as children. People always emphasize negative thoughts in our head, and what do? We take that with us into our adulthood, and sometimes that could be very toxic. So we had to bring that piece out because it was just, it was just so powerful. And did you want to add anything, Marguerite, to
I just have to say, I know as a massage therapist, a lot of women, I'm giving massages and I'm talking. I'm kind of like a psychiatrist. And women come, oh, I hate my thighs. Oh, my arms. I wish I could just cut off my arm. People, I mean, women especially, men, they don't care how they look. But women, we are so hard on ourselves. So that is a perfect, in fact, it reminds me, I need to sit down and do that again. That little practice that she shared with us. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. And so thank you for sharing that with us, Sheila. And
Oh, absolutely.
and speaking of a person that encourages people every day, if you follow her on Facebook or YouTube or wherever her social platform, she'll have to tell us when she comes aboard. But well, it's called Abigail, but AKA Patricia McBroom. She stopped in on our show one day, and we totally was, very, very excited about her being with us. And she shared some very informative things that she does. And she, guess what? She decided to come back. So we want to bring her in, and we want to bring her to the stage. Are we? Yes. Yeah.
Yay.
Hey,
Hey,
Patricia.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you
Yes.
for inviting me back. I'm back with the cool kids. Hey.
Well, thank you for accepting our invitation again. We enjoyed your presence. We enjoyed what you laid on the table for our audience, and so that's why you're back with us. And you tickle me. You were hanging out with the cool kids. Yeah, we consider
Hey.
we consider you the cool kid too. So,
Oh,
but
definitely. It's an honor to have you.
yes, but
It's an honor to be back. This is happy anniversary.
Thank you.
It's amazing that a year has gone by already.
Mm-hmm.
Already. So hey, kudos to y'all. Y'all out here doing it. Y'all out here in these 5 on Health Streets.
Hey, well, we're hoping one day, as soon as we continue to grow up, that we want to have people wearing some of our clothing that says "Vibe on Health." So we got to figure out how we make that happen, because we've got such talented people in our midst that we should be promoting something like that in the near future.
Yeah, t-shirts, mugs,
yes,
and
That's a good idea. Yeah.
yes. But I'd like for, at least we would love to talk about one of the topics that you brought to the show, and that's talking about diabetes and some of the preventable diseases that if we just change the way we eat, we could avoid that. So why don't you tell us a little bit, and then producer D is going to bring in that insight and that powerful segment that you shared with us the last time you were on our show.
yeah. Diabetes, I guess as time went on, being a herbalist, it was just one of those things where family member after family member after family member after family member, diabetes, high blood pressure. And as I mentioned on the last show, that my mom, she was diabetic. And so just trying to get her on board to change her eating habits and to not feel as though, all I can have is just salad. I can't have anything, and so it was just me trying to help her and basically assist her into encouraging her and letting her know, yeah, it's a lot of things that you can eat. So just for diabetics out there who may be listening, or maybe somebody who knows someone that's diabetic, um, it is a transitional type thing, because when you've been eating a certain type of way all your life, and sometimes it, we get, we were taught bad eating habits when we were babies. Okay. I've seen instances where I'll see somebody feeding a 8-month old potato chips. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it just starts with making that transition and understanding that, hey, if I can treat my body good, then it's going to treat me good. Then I'm
And
going to be able to, I'm going to be able to have longevity, have a better quality of life versus, some people say, well, I want to live till I'm 100. Yeah, that's all well and good. But do you want to live to 100 to have hypertension, diabetes, and all these other things? Or do you want to have a more better quality with that 100 years old, and you're healthy, and you're, you can take walks, and you're not taking a bag of medications? So that was just one of the things that I had to work with my mom. And when I worked with her, after she stopped fighting me for years, once I started working with her, the things that I had her do, like I had her change her diet. I had her doing there's a book called Reversing Diabetes by Dr. Julian Whitaker. And so I had her doing that, and I had her doing a little bit of exercising. And so what we noticed was that for maybe 3 or 4 months, she was insulin free. She didn't have to take any insulin, because her body, because of what she was doing and what she was eating, her sugar started going into normal levels. And so at that point, she was like, oh, I'm good. I'm
Mhm.
good now. And she went back bit by bit. She went back to eating things that we
Yeah.
had gotten rid of. And so what happened? She had to go back on insulin. So that just proved to me, as being an herbalist, that our diet helps,
yeah,
Yeah.
exercise helps. And I'm mentioning exercise too, because you can't have one without the other. You can eat healthy all you want to, but if you're not moving and trying to have some form of exercise, whether it's 30 minutes a day, you know, so they
Mhm.
work together in tandem. But yeah, but that's, just having so many family members with that issue, that it just caused me to focus more on diabetes and high blood pressure, because the same thing goes for high blood pressure. You
Yeah.
yeah,
change your diet,
Right.
you make these changes, and nobody's saying you're going to do it overnight. It takes baby steps,
yeah, yeah,
um but it can happen. We just
yeah.
have to stay,
Yeah,
dedicated to it.
that was a interesting point. We had a segment up for you, but I think you covered just about
Oh.
you covered.
Uh-oh.
It'll be
Yeah,
cool
no,
to
no, no. I'm
still
just
watch
saying,
it.
we
Yeah.
we're gonna definitely play it. But
Uh,
that was an interesting point that Tiffany Israel Williams brought up. She said some of the bad habits start that when we put cereal in our baby bottles instead of
Oh.
feeding them cereal with a spoon, then we let babies suck on chicken legs.
Yep.
So, but those are what we call, what is it, hereditary behaviors. That's my mom taught me that, and so now what is
Mhm.
that? What is that? We call that generational.
Generational.
mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
So if my grandmother did it and my mom did it, then then that's okay for me to do it. So and sometimes a lot of our bad healthy habits and our health comes from our generational patterns. And not to say that
Mhm.
some may not get it because of chance, by chance, because the Bible supports that.
Right.
But a lot of us get our healthy habits from our forefathers. So, but yes, let's, if producer D is ready to play that piece, that segment for us. And I want to repeat again, if anybody is watching us on Facebook and you want to participate in the giveaways that we have, and please, you can go back to YouTube. I'm sorry, if you're on YouTube, you can go and listen to us on YouTube, but at least come to Facebook, register your name so we can put you on that wheel, because we've got a giveaway coming up once Trish does finish her segment. So producer D, bring it to the stage. You sis.
Hi, Felicia.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good. Again, Marguerite, you go right ahead. I just want to jump in and just ask a bunch of questions, but you go ahead.
Oh no, that's cool. We all, getting to know Patricia and finding about her wonderful business. And I know tonight's topic kind of blends in with you dealing with the herbs and everything. And you were, I think it was a story where you said you were working with your mom. With yeah. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, my mom for years. I think she was first diagnosed with diabetes, I think, in her early 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was, at first it started out with just her, just needing to take just the pill and not the insulin.
Okay.
And so as time went on, she ended up having to go on the insulin. And at this time, I'm still learning about herbs and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And so it got to the point where I came across a book called Reversing Diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, my mother, she kept saying, well, I want to get off this insulin. And I'm like, okay, mommy. All right. Once we get this started, you're going to have to stay with it,
Yeah.
And so I got the book for her because her main thing was, and this is something that I've come across with a lot of folks who have type 2 diabetes. They think that, oh, well, what can I eat? I can't eat anything.
Right.
I'm just gonna eat salad and
that's true.
rabbit food, right? And so
right.
the Reversing Diabetes book, which I love it because it's by a doctor. He's an MD, and his name is Dr. Julian Whitaker. And so in his book, he lists all the fruits, all the vegetables, all the grains, just everything that diabetics can eat. And so she, looked through it and she noticed that a few of the fruits that she liked, which was, bananas and mangoes, and she's like, oh, this is not listed in the book. And I was like, yeah, because that's, even though it's fruit, it has too much of a high content of sugar for a diabetic. And so we got her started on that and just following the food choices in the book. And I got her to do a little bit of exercise and, just walking. And it got to the point where I would say for 3 months, my mother was insulin free.
Okay.
Wow.
Insulin free, because it got to the point where because her sugar levels were normalizing, when you don't need the insulin, if it continues to normalize. And so she, she did it for 3 months, but after those 3 months, she thought she was, oh, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I can go back to eat. And I was like, no.
That's what happens.
Right. And so when she went back to eating how she was eating before, she had to go back on insulin. And so that's just a testament to let people know who.
Okay. Oh, hey. Excellent. Yes. So yes. Reaffirmation. I always believe in reaffirmation. So yes. And thank you. I truly thank you for sharing, because so many of us right now are dealing with diabetes. I mean, and it leads to other chronic diseases, kidneys, and a host of different things. And like I said, when I alluded to earlier, when you go to the store and your beverage of choice is a bottle of sugar, you're only putting yourself at a higher risk of it. And unfortunately, should you get COVID, that's a challenge,
right?
And so but yes, Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you again for sharing that. And did anyone else want to lamb back on?
I was just
Lamb back.
curious with the book. Do you think it would be helpful for somebody who has type 1 diabetes?
Type 1 diabetes is a little, I mean, it'll help with as far as them eating, healthy. But if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken, with type 1, their body can't produce, for some reason, their body can't produce it.
Mhm.
But I mean, they can still use the book, and it should be able to help to lower, their
Yeah.
sugar levels. But if
Mhm.
that's type 1 is so much different from type 2, because type 1 you
Yeah.
can be born with it, or
Right.
you can end up having it as a teenager and go on from there. But
Mhm.
it's a little bit different. It's a little bit
Yeah.
different, but they
Yeah.
could still benefit from the book, though.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they could still benefit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And but it's coming to, guess what? It's coming to a giveaway. Now,
Ooh.
audience, be a little patient with me because this is my first time using a wheel generator. So producer D, I don't know, we don't know what we would do without our producer D.
Yes. She's
And I
brilliant.
see it. She's brilliant, yes, and she keeps us in check in a loving way.
Right.
But yes, so we have Trish. Tell us what you're going to be giving away for our first prize.
I am going to be giving away a Abigail's Apothecary T-shirt, and you can't see it on the thing because I have it on now. I thought my thingy was going to be able to show it, but anyway, I'll be giving away one of the shirts. They come in sizes small through extra large. And so, and along with that, I'll be sending something. Whoever wins, I'll be sending something a
Ooh.
little bit extra, a little bit special
Ooh.
along with it. So that'll be a surprise for them, along with
That's
the
Ooh.
so
t-shirt.
cool. That's so cool.
Nice.
Everybody loves t-shirts, so
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh.
who's gonna be
and
the
you,
I love
fortunate
them.
winner?
yeah, and you also tell other things that you do as I'm trying to get this wheel going up here.
I have a website, abigailsapothecary.com, and I do natural health consultations, and that deals with assisting clients holistically. So we're not just focused on what ailments that they have, we're focusing on them as a whole. Mentally, spiritually, physically, what they're eating, how they're drinking, because all of this stuff culminates into whatever health issues that you may be having. So we deal with them holistically. We also have a line of products. We have a body butter, moisturizing body butter, makes your skin feel like butter and keeps you moisturized. We have
Ooh.
3 sugar scrubs that we have, and I want to say this: all of our products are no preservatives, nothing crazy. We also carry 3 herbal blends, herbal extract blends, inflammation blend, liver blend, and an immune system blend. One of our new products is our elderberry elixir. So that's really good. And so I just got into soap making. I just did my first, made my first soap this week. So that's something that's going to be coming later on, because I want all of my products to have an intent to it. Not just, okay, the sugar scrubs smell good, but the ingredients in them help with the skin, help with, like lavender. Lavender is calming and relaxing.
Yeah.
Lemongrass is good for cellulite, and that's also calming also. So I always want my products to have an intent behind it, and not just, oh, it's pretty, oh, it smells good. We're in the business of not only helping people to smell good, but we want people to be healthy.
Yes.
That's the whole
Say,
thing. People to be
I
healthy.
saw you. I saw you talking the excitement around making the soap for the first time. Your husband bought you a kit, and you were like, "Ooh, I need some of this soap."
Look, I
Because
had
I'm trying to use
been,
natural soap, because
yes,
it's better for you. You're
and
not
I had been
starting
for
the morning out putting those
years.
toxins in your body.
Right. But here's the thing, and this is something that I want to mention too, about like when you mentioned affirmations earlier. I was fearful, and I had wanted to make soap for years, but I was fearful of it because I was afraid of using the lye that's in the soap. So I stayed away from it because I was like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to mess something up. I don't want to. And my husband got me that kit for my birthday, and I did it this past weekend. And after I accomplished it, I was like, what was I afraid of?
Right,
I was
right.
like, those thoughts that we have in our heads, when we fill them with those affirmations that you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
it helps,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say products with a purpose. That sounds
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
yeah. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and okay.
Spin the wheel.
Everybody. Oh, we got one more person that's on there. Let's add her on there. You almost missed her, Tony.
Welcome, Tony Foot.
Drum
Welcome.
roll,
Yes,
please.
and wait a minute, Maja
Welcome,
said
Tiffany.
that what is it? That body butter is the
The
bomb.
bomb.
The bomb.
Thank you.
Yes. So anyway, here we go. All right, add this to the stream. All right, I want to take. Do I want to take all of us down, or this is cool? This is cool, everybody.
It's cool.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna spin the wheel. Da 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 da. Who is our first winner?
Our first winner is.
No, wait a minute. Tony just got on, and I just put her on.
Look at there.
Tony,
Came in just in time.
Right. Well, Tony,
ahead, Tony.
I think you should. What is it? We should have her email us with her address. Email us. Let's put that up there. Email us for the Abigail Abercrombie. It's hard to say for my lips, but t-shirt. And so, Tony, please email us your address so we can get that to you, and then we'll make sure it gets to Trish. Okay?
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yay.
And I'm going to have a special gift for you with the t-shirt. So,
okay, now, but the bad part about winning is I got to take your name off. So anyway,
Kanisha.
Yes, and I'm going to add Kanisha on there. She's gonna be added as well. Hey, Kanisha. Now, moving on to our next guest, we talked a little bit about yes, you can eat the right things and mentally be focused on your body's in terms of your spiritual mind, but that other third phase of it is exercise. And we are so excited to have our next guest. This young lady, Giovanni, has really made a transition from being unhealthy to where she is now. And so we just thought she would be a great guest on our show, as well as Trish, to talk about that other third leg. So with no further ado, we want to bring Giovanni onto the stage. Come on to the stage.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited and nervous.
Well, nervous is good. You just because right now we nervous, but we just having fun. We're nervous. We having fun.
Just sisters talking, and I love it.
Yes. But tell us a little bit about Giovanni.
Yes. So my bottom line is, I know that was one of the questions, is I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired, just unhappy. So my journey started around the time after, I was in my 7th pregnancy. I was pregnant with my last child, 7. And having baby after baby after baby, you find yourself having postpartum depression. And since most of my kids are back to back to back, I was always depressed. And so I had to take control. I remember when I was pregnant with my last one, my brother died unexpectedly. And that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And I remember sitting in my OB-GYN's office, and I just literally just passed out, crying and very emotional. And at that point, he prescribed antidepressants for me. And so I began with that routine. And after being on the antidepressants for a while, it didn't get better. I was still gaining weight. I was still unhappy. I was just numb to things that was going on. And I just said, you know what? I want to be more proactive on my own with my own health. So what I did, I just started simply just walking. I'm like, I got to be in control of this. I don't want to. And I know for me, I used to say, I don't want to be in the wilderness on antidepressants. I used to say that all the time. I don't know why I would say that, but that was like my motivation for myself. Some people have to be on it, and sometimes you can just go ahead and take control and try to get off of it yourself. So my way of doing that was eating healthier, and I just started out walking. Every day I would get up in the morning and I would walk. And that's how it started for me. And a few years later, I lost 50 pounds. I've been able to keep that weight off because I was close to 200 pounds. But because I'm top heavy, I almost looked like I was 300 pounds. Unfortunately, I take after my dad, but fitness is a great asset to anyone's journey.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? I'm sitting, even though I'm reading my log here, I was listening to you the whole time. And that is a journey that many of us who have started unhealthy is we've got to get to a point where we just start taking baby steps. And yours started with walking.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, that I tell people, you don't have to jog.
No.
You don't even have to start lifting weights.
No.
Just get your body moving. And now that we drive everywhere, we drive up the street to get something out the store, our bodies have become so, just lazy, simply lazy. Would you agree?
I completely agree with you. And I completely agree with Sheila when she said becoming the CEO of your own health. I wanted to be the CEO of my health. And we have to remember, like, this is our first temple. This is how, you have to watch what you're eating and what you're doing here and what you're taking in with your mind. And what I love about fitness, like you just said, it's really just about moving. It's about moving the body. Like you say, you don't have to go to the gym and be picking up dumbbells. You can go roller skating or jumping rope or hiking or whatever it is that you love to do. Is just simply just about moving the body. And, the thing about fitness is that people who are limited in movement, they can still move. So,
yes.
If you have an issue with your knee, you can find other things in order to move the body. Yes. I know I do chair exercises with seniors, and a lot of them are like really, they can't move a lot, but I can get their heart rate up just sitting in a chair. If you lift your hands over your head long enough, your heart rate is going to start to go up.
Yes.
So there is really no excuses for why you can't move the body. And, like someone had mentioned earlier, people say, well, we're all going to die. Well, right. But what will be the quality of your life? Like I told my husband, when the kids get grown and they're out, I want to be able to walk and travel and see what the Most High created with my own eyes. And I don't want to be being pushed in a wheelchair. You understand?
Yeah.
I want to be walking with my own leg.
That's
right. I want to enjoy the last part of my life with quality.
Yes. And if you don't mind, I want to share your before and after pictures just to encourage somebody that this is where you were and this is where you are. There you go. Look at you.
Here I am. Yes.
You were beautiful amazing. Back then, and you're beautiful now. And so, it's just like you said, just got to start moving. So yes. Look at that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And a lot of times people say, like that comment, like, oh, you was beautiful then. But for me, it wasn't never about that. It was always about my mental health.
Right.
For me, fitness, the aesthetic part is great because if you work out, then you can lose body fat, you could tone up. That's great. But for me, I wanted to be mentally capable of dealing with my children and dealing with my husband and things that's going on in the world. And so that for me, that's why I started doing fitness, for my own mental health.
Yes. And for our audience, if you could just share for someone who had, may have put working out aside because of a lot of things. COVID has really sat us down, to the point that, we're not moving as much as we used to. We're not going to different places. That movement sort of, even if we weren't doing much of it before COVID, we're certainly shut down now. So if you can give our audience just a few tips, what would that be if you just haven't been doing anything lately? What would that be?
Well, I would say maybe in between Netflix shows, instead of going back to back to back, in between one episode, maybe you get up and you walk in place for 10 minutes. Or while you're looking at that Netflix show, then just move your body, move your arms and your legs. But the first thing you have to do is you have to change the way that you think. Our mindset, what we've done in the past have gotten us here today. So you have to change what you think about your food, about your health, and about your life. And once you change your mind, then everything else will begin to fall into place.
Right. And even if you make a mistake, because I think when people make mistakes, they think, okay, let me just put it aside and forget about it. Okay, that's yesterday. Today is a new day. So let's start with today, that you're above dirt, and let's try to work. And even if it's pulling something small away, wouldn't you say? If you're eating a lot of bread, stop, pull that back some. Maybe only have it once a day instead of all day.
Yeah,
all day.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's baby steps. And I advise not to just go cold turkey. So if you're drinking, like you said, sugar water, like your sugar and Kool-Aid and pop, then go to half of it. So if you're drinking 8 bottles a day, go down to 4, and then from 4 to 2, and then from 2 to 1, because we shouldn't be drinking anything with sugar in it. But right. Like you said, though, every day is a new opportunity. So, can you imagine how many times we've all fallen? Mm-hmm. We've all fallen. But the key to it and being successful is to get back up, to rise, and to try again and do it again. So, if you fall off, if you eat the wrong thing, then just say, okay, well, tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk 15 minutes longer than I did yesterday, and just keep it moving.
Yes. Great. Thank you. That is And while you're sharing all these jewels, why don't you tell us a little bit how people can connect with you? And because you're doing some awesome things, young lady. So why don't you tell us how people can connect with
Thank you. So you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and bodybabazil.com. So my handle is bodybabazil. And right now, actually, which is so awesome, I just started like a 6-week transformation program. So what that includes is like 12 virtual sessions where we are in a group, and I'm giving you exercises. I have a private group for that. And I'm giving a meal plan and helping with the 3-day detox. So I like to detox my clients first for a couple of days, trying to rid their system of all that mucus and gook, so that when they start to take in the good food, their body can absorb it. So that's what we're doing right now. So you can find me on those platforms.
And and I have a lot of questions, but I'm only going to ask one more. What is your thought about people who want to lose weight, a lot of weight, real fast? And then the next thing you know, they put on more weight than they lost. Why is that?
Well, I think that people have unrealistic expectations. And I think that people need to not think of it as a diet, but as a lifestyle. And it didn't take 45 years. You didn't gain that weight overnight. And I think people expect for themselves to be able to lose that overnight, and the body just don't work like that. You have to work hard. And the thing about it is you have to be consistent, but people like to give up on themselves. So it goes back to changing the way that you think, changing your mindset, positive affirmations over yourself, and in the morning, believing in yourself. A lot of times we fall short. We don't believe in ourselves enough. So starting with those things, and give yourself a chance. Our body fluctuates every day. One day you could be down 3 pounds, and then you wake up and you up 4. And it's like, what happened? All I did was go to bed. Stick with it. And if you stick with it, the body will begin to respond. The body will thank you.
Yes. Does anyone have any questions for Giovanni? It's all, her answers are all great. Anyone else have any questions?
I just wanted to say that I'm so glad that you came on to share your journey, and it's so inspirational. And you're right. If you just start with the baby steps and to be consistent, we need more people like you to see that can hopefully inspire us to
Yes.
start thinking better and doing better.
Yeah.
I just I love what everything that you said. I'm over here like just nodding my head, like yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Absolutely,
And
Marguerite.
we have to get stronger. We have to get
Yes,
believing
absolutely,
ourselves.
absolutely.
No, I'm just excited that you're here, girl, and that testimony and that story. I mean, I'm about to get some Kleenex.
Yeah. Thank you.
What
I
about
would never dream you're a mom of 7. You look like a teenager.
I know, right?
Thank you.
Her and her older daughter look like sisters instead of mom and dad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
that's
sorry,
great.
mom and daughter.
Thank you.
Trisha, you have anything you want to ask?
I just want to land back off of what she said about, the that it's a lifestyle, and a lot of times we don't understand that it's a lifestyle. And you killing it, sis.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was hoping she sent us that one picture she been posting, but I mean, she looked like she heading to bodybuilding. I'm like, oh, okay, you're an inspiration. You're an inspiration. Yes.
Thank you.
And so yeah. Do we have any? Do we have another giveaway? Or we? Oh no, actually, it's my segment, the one I did.
I was about to ask you.
Yes, and listen. Speaking of eating, and it's I happen to look at what's in bread, and I was like, okay, what's that? What's that word? What's that word? What's that? Wait a minute. What's really preservatives? Because you think about it, bread shouldn't last any more than 3 or 4 days because it's that's what it's created to do. Mm-hmm. But so that it can be on that shelf, and then we put it in the refrigerator, and then it's we keep it another week or two. That they have to put these preservatives in there. So we did a segment where everybody brought in their most favorite recipe, and I won't say it was my favorite recipe, but it was something that I had fun doing, making bread, because I never made bread in my entire life. It was the first time. I was scared of what it was going to come out to be, but it turned out to be cool. And so this segment is going to show you how I did some bread. You ready, producer? Well, I have decided to start baking my bread and talk about it in our last episode. So it won't be long. I found some flour from Bob's Red Mill. They're supposed to be, their quality of flour is supposed to be pretty good. So I said, heck, why not try it? If anybody knows any better flour, let us know and I'll try that too. But it's a very simple recipe that all you got to do is warm up your yeast, which I did. It was in there for about 5 minutes. And once you warm up your yeast, then you put in, well, it said it required milk, but I'm not using whole milk. I'm using, goat's milk. So I'm gonna mix the goat's milk in there. And I turn around and I put the honey in there. I kind of put too much honey in there, but that's about 1/4 of a cup of honey. Put just a little bit more in there. What the heck? Put a little bit more in there, just to knock off the edge of the wheat. Asking for the vegetable oil, but I'm not using vegetable oil. I'm going to use avocado oil. 2 tablespoons of oil in there. 1 and 2. So let's stir it a little bit. Stir it real good. So anyway, so I mix that up. It says mix that up with the oil, and then I add the all-purpose flour, white. So I stick my flour in there, and now I gotta stir that up real good. And you know what I'm gonna add? hopefully this won't be a problem, but I'm going to add coriander seeds. I read that in the Bible. So I'm going to add some coriander seeds. What was that? Coriander seeds. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Appreciate it. What we talk about. You gotta use your muscles. Stirring it real good right now. So I think this is about ready to mix it up with the wheat flour. Now it's time to add the wheat flour. This is the fun part. I hate to get my hands googly got, but you gotta do All right, so did that kneading for 20 minutes. Got a good workout. Upper body. This is what it looks like. So, I'm gonna let it sit for 45 minutes so it can rise up. All right.
Unfortunately, Mr. Producer did not turn on the audio, so I'll have to quickly explain what I did. I took each ball and I folded it as I would an envelope, and I turned it over and cut 3 strips in, and I pinched each end. I layered the pan with avocado and stuck it in the oven.
All right, all done. As you can see, we already started, but I'm really happy with the yield of my 2 loaves. It's what it looked like once it came out the oven, and delicious. This is like my 3rd time. And hubby, how did it taste?
Delicious.
There you go. Simple, quick, and the fact that you're not eating a lot of different additives and preservatives. I love it. Try it. It's great. Yay!
Love it.
I had fun making that bread. It is a workout, but that was fun to me. And in the video, pretty much says the whole thing. So that was just one of my favorite segments that I wanted to share with the audience. But where are we now, ladies? You know what? We're gone. As you can see, we've gone after our hour. So, but we knew we were going to do that anyway, because we had some great guests on, right? Yay, we had some great guests on. And you know what? We want to, I know what we want to do. We want to interact with our audience. Is there some things we want to share with our audience, ladies?
Well, I just want to, again, thank everybody for joining us. And I've been loving the comments. Maja said she hasn't made her bread yet. So what you waiting on, Maja?
Yeah, what you waiting on, Maja?
I haven't made mine either, but I never said I was going to. So I just need to see what you're gonna do now.
Yeah.
And Rose Harris said we got so many great, awesome responses to Giovanni and to Trish, but to Giovanni recently. People were saying, you're very, very inspirational, that you look great. Sade said you look so great. People were agreeing that it's mindset. You got to start thinking better. That people are talking about walking. I know I'm going to walk tomorrow. I am. I'm going to walk tomorrow. I was supposed to do it Sunday, and I didn't. And now it is Tuesday. So tomorrow, I'm walking. And
yes.
I want to say really quickly, I sat down and counted, like on Friday or so, the weekend. I counted There's about 230 days left in the year. So I'm
Mm.
recommitting to myself to make the most of at least 200 of those days.
All
So that's
right.
going to include some juicing, some walking, some intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
I'm going to run on the lake this summer because I'm not having any trouble with my knees. And so if anybody wants to, tomorrow, that's right, Kanisha, tomorrow.
Yes, yes,
So
yes,
yeah,
yes.
so I'm sharing that only to say, like, just make up your mind and do
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
just make up
yes,
your mind. Make a plan for yourself. And if you don't succeed each day, it's okay.
yeah,
You need time to fall down, but like Giovanni said, you get back up and you just keep
Mm-hmm.
going. And so
yeah,
I'm getting ready to transform, and especially after hearing this inspirational
Oh, yeah.
story today.
yes, yes,
Really
yes,
so
yes.
grateful for our guests and for our audience too.
Yes, and that's why we come together is because I think someone said earlier, if we inspire one person, that's one person that is has been encouraged and empowered. So, yeah, again, ladies, this is this anniversary, it's very much emotional for me because I mean, it's been 12, we've been sticking this thing through, of course, 12
Yeah.
months is 12 months to be, oh, well, we've been together for 10 years. Well, you got to first get through the 12 months, and you got to, that's another
That's
step, and you
true.
make those, you got to, you keep going. But yeah, and, so I'm inspired. And since we mentioned Sade, let's share with Sade because Sade really wanted to be here today, but like many young mothers, she got all her hands full, and but she did send her blessings and some encouraging words. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that. She says, "Congratulations, Sheila, Dawn, and Marguerite. I've learned so much watching you ladies come together once a month. The three of you make a healthy lifestyle look pretty darn good. Continue to be a light in the wellness space. Love, Sade." That is so sweet.
Oh,
Thank you, Sade. Thank you. And see, that is something that when we hear those words, we know that we're doing a pretty good job. Thank God, because we got to give it to him. Thank God. So,
yes.
would you like to say anything, ladies,
I was
behind
gonna.
Sade's letter? Yeah.
Yeah, we should share that she does have her own YouTube also. And you can check her. She gives out great tips, skincare, and everything like that when she was on our show. And also, you can go to our YouTube and see some of our past episodes. If you did miss them, you can still watch them. They're still on our YouTube channel. And some of them are on our Facebook page too. So we got our Facebook page, we got our YouTube, we're on Twitter, and we're on Instagram. Vibe on Health.
Yes, I'm just
Hey, Sherry. How
Sherry Sumner, just
Sherry Sumner.
Sumner. I'm sorry.
That's
Yes,
my in love. We're grandmothers, and uh, her daughter is my daughter, and my son is her son. So
yes.
that's Camila's mom. So
Oh, okay, okay.
so glad you're here. She's saying happy anniversary, very informative. Maja said she's got a bread maker, so she doesn't know what she's waiting on.
Oh,
Gloria, Gloria,
and I want to thank Deborah, Sister
yeah,
Deborah, for coming on board. She and we sit on a committee together. So thank you, sis, for supporting us. Mary, thank you, thank you. We appreciate all of you guys. Truly, we do, because without you, it couldn't be us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Are we coming up to another prize? No, I'm sorry, Marguerite. You're up next. We want to
Oh,
talk
the
about your CBD.
gummies. I'm giving away some gummies.
Yay!
Yay!
Yes, 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 yes.
Gummies by Wakana, and they are infused with CBD. And no, you will not get high. It's just to help you relax. It actually on the package it says what? That is good for. It don't say it on this one, but most of them say it's good for sex. It's good for sleep, and it's good for anxiety. So these have babies are, some people only need a half a gummy. We recommend you start off with a half. Don't eat the whole package, whoever wins this package. Eat one half a gummy before bedtime. And then the next day you're gonna wake up feeling marvelous. If you don't see a difference, then eat a whole gummy the next night. Some people even went up to 2 gummies. But it just, like I said, make you relax, sleep better. It actually takes away pain too. Some people notice their knee pain going away, their aches and joints and everything feel a little better because CBD does take away inflammation out the body.
Yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
if you have any more questions, hit up Mom's Herbs. I'm on Twitter and on Facebook and all that stuff too.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what I want to say too when I can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? Okay. What I wanted to say was when I shared earlier that I contracted COVID, right? I didn't get any of the symptoms that most people get. The only thing I got was a severe earache.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
it was like I wanted to cut it out. But I used the CBD, the pure
Mm-hmm.
CBD oil, and put it,
Uh-huh.
and took my little 3 drops, and it did help, along with
Oh
some other
good.
herbal treatments. It helped, so I was
That's
able
great.
to relieve that pain and get some rest.
Yeah, it's good for
Yeah,
pain.
yeah. So
Yeah,
yes,
that's why we're excited.
so
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to land back on saying that yes, it does help with
Thank
pain, and I am a what do you call it? Not only do I listen to Marguerite when she talks about CBD, I also use it,
Yeah.
and so
And
yes,
how you
taking it.
sleeping? How you
I sleep
sleeping?
very well. I don't take it all the time. Only when I'm on that computer late, and
Yes.
your body needs to coast down at the right
Mhm.
time. But
Yeah.
we're busy on this, we're busy on this.
Mhm.
That a lot of times we're working till 9, 8 o'clock for some of us. And so our bodies are still wound up because
Yes.
your brain is like, okay, I'm doing what you want me to do. So when I put myself in that situation, I grab one of those gummies. Zoom. Yes.
Definitely.
So yes, and you're gonna give away some of those gummies, right?
You'll be getting this pack in the mail.
All right. So let's put that back on the screen. Let me see. Make sure I'm doing this right. Let's see. Did it come back? There we go. Yay! All right. So Marguerite, tell what someone's gonna win. Let's make sure we got everybody on the list. All
You'll win
right. So
a
go
pack
ahead.
of gummies by Wakana. That's a all full black owned business, woman owned business based here in Chicago. And it doesn't have THC. It's 0% THC in this pack. So even if you have a job where you're drug tested, you can still try these gummies. It'll be safe. It won't go through your system and no THC.
All right. So here we go. Who's gonna be the lucky? Well, I won't say luck. Who's gonna be blessed with those gummies? Here we go. Is that like on the line? Yeah, I think
It
that's
popped
like
up.
on the line.
There's
So
the name. There's the
huh?
name of it. Shows you the winner right there.
Oh, it does. Okay, where does
Yeah.
it show you the name?
All the way at the top, next to wheel generator.
Oh, okay. You know what? Mine's is covered. Okay, got it.
I can't see it.
Who is it showing?
Oh,
Because it stopped right on the line.
it's small on my screen. Let me see if I can blow it up.
Because it's like
Ooh.
between Gloria Dotson and Becoming Narelle.
Oh man.
Unless you want to give away two.
Oh, let me see. Do I have I have to order some more of the because I like to give away the non THC kind because I don't want to give away the other kind and they don't even take it.
So, ladies, are we going with two winners, or we want to spin the wheel again?
Well, I'll take down those names. The two
Okay.
ladies, what is it? Gloria
Yeah, it's
Johnson
Gloria Dotson and
and
Becoming Narelle. So
could you
make
guys
sure.
put your email in the chat and I'll make sure to get that email and email you.
All right. Okay. Well, while we got this spinorama going, we got a third prize. And that third prize is what? $50? Is that what we're giving away, ladies?
Ooh,
It's
$50.
$50 Amazon card. So
$50 stimmy.
yes. So here we go again. We're gonna spin that wheel. Is everybody's name on it? Let me make sure I got everybody's name. And somebody say, "Yay!" If you, I'm gonna say one last time. If you're on YouTube and you haven't registered, I'll give you, we'll give you 5 more minutes to get on that $50 giveaway. Meanwhile, we're just gonna recap because we're getting close. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it was
Me
fun.
too.
I enjoyed myself.
And I'm loving the comments. Somebody said, "Did Tiffany? Did you get the CBD website? It was just on the screen. Hopefully, you got that. Momsherbs.wakana.com to get in touch with Marguerite." And Tiffany also said that it definitely works for pain relief. And I wanted to say, isn't your product organic? Don't you use organic
Our
products?
gummies,
Yeah.
gummies are vegan
Vegan.
gummies,
Yeah. Okay.
organic, and tested and all that stuff. So it's safe
Awesome. And
and
Rose
legal.
Harris said, Rose, that's an amazing product. Rose Harris said, please share my words to the sisters. So appreciated for what
Thank
she's
you,
doing this
Rose.
today.
Mr.
Praise the
Rose.
Lord for your encouraging messages. And somebody, Gloria said, I saw earlier where she said, in response to Giovanni, she said she really doesn't like to exercise, but she's going to start doing something at least 10 minutes a day.
Cool.
Yay.
Yay.
Right?
Yes.
I'm
And
going to hold you
that's all
to
it
it
takes.
too, Gloria. I'm going to text you to see what you did, and you can text me to see if I did my walking.
And you know what, ladies, was coming back that we used to do a long time ago?
Roller skate.
Well, that too.
Okay.
The hula hoop.
Hula hoop.
The hula hoop
That
Okay.
is
has made a return back. And now they're creating classes, with the hula hoop. But the one thing that we all can get, and it's simple, is a jump rope. I mean, the simple things that we've complicated exercise. I mean, you got to have all the fancy tools. You got to have that bike that you can see yourself in the, go. I mean, and it's like some of us get caught in that way, and that's okay too. But, the simplistic things, like you said, Giovanni, lifting weights. If you're sitting in the chair and as you're thumbing through the different YouTube or the stations that people watch, you could be lifting, you can, do a little bit of that. And like you said, raise that heartbeat. So as we're waiting for anyone else to come back or at least to register themselves. Oh, Thomas. Oh, look at him. He got on there. Thomas Anderson. We're going to put him on there too, which we're going to say a few things about him. But if everybody want to just share a parting gift, not a gift, that's what we're doing, but from your encouraging words, if you like to share something with our audience as we're unfortunately getting ready to leave, but if you'd like to share something that you can share with our audience, please take the floor while I'm adding these names.
I'm still looking for the second person that won. Becoming Nirel. Is she still with us?
I don't see. She'll have to chime in and let us know if she's still there.
Okay.
Sure.
Hey Tom, I just want to say hey Tom, and we were talking about keeping it simple. I love that you can, as you take charge of being the CEO of your own life and the CEO of your health, there are so many things that you can do that are just free and easy, and you don't need to have an exclusive gym membership, even though those are nice. You don't have to have the Pendleton bike, which those are nice, but you can just start do the small things to win, because small wins prepare you for the bigger win, right?
That's right.
And So I guess if I have to say one thing, it's to find techniques to de-stress because stress wreaks havoc on your body. And we tend to hold on to stress, all the stressful thoughts that we have every day, from social media and what's going on in your family and your finances and
Oh yeah.
gaining too much weight or whatever. And just a simple thing to do is breathe. Deep breathing goes such a long way. We know that we can't live without oxygen. And when you deep breathe, you're allowing oxygen to come into your lungs. You could inhale through your nose for a count of 4, hold it for 4, and then release through your mouth for the count of 8. And you just kind of repeat that and listen to the rhythm of your breathing and pray. Inhale, deep breaths, hold it, and then exhale. It's just so simple, but it calms your nervous system down, and you're going to be able to cope a little bit better
Yes.
with the things that are going on. So it doesn't mean that there's going to be an instant like magic wand change in your environment, but you will calm your body down so that it can balance and heal without you even knowing it. So
Yes.
that's one thing that I would strongly recommend that everybody starts with the affirmations and just breathing every day. When you feel stress maybe coming on, start breathing.
Yeah.
Or if you're already in a stressful situation, do some breathing exercise. It's amazing.
Yes. 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 What about you, Trish?
Just try to take it one day at a time. What's that saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. So, take that time. Whether if you're just getting rid of, if you wake up and you say, you know what, today I'm not going to add any sugar to my coffee. That's a baby step, because when and I always joke because I say, when folks, when they go cold turkey, some people get to the point whereas if they, if they start taking everything away so quickly, they liable to kill you in your sleep because they so stressed. I'm like, where's, I don't have my sugar. I don't have my, so baby steps so that those around you will not feel your wrath, but just baby steps and just know that it's going to take time. This,
Yes.
it didn't just happen one day. You didn't just wake up and all this stuff was going on.
Yeah.
It takes time,
Yeah.
and when you mentioned the losing weight rapidly, that's not good. That
Yeah.
is not good for the body.
Yeah.
But yeah, just take it one day at a time. And yeah, oh, and I also want to add those gummies or CBD gummies, Marguerite. Yeah, I've had them before, and they are awesome.
Yes.
They
Yes.
are awesome.
Yeah.
So
What
yeah.
about you, Giovanni? What would you like to impart?
I would say, like she said, baby steps and have small goals that you set for yourself, and not just set them in your head, but get like I have a journal, and I write down my thoughts and I write down my goals so that when you see the goals written, they become real, and so also, like, I love vision boards. So if you have someone in mind that you would like to possibly look like or like to do or purchase a new home or whatever, put it on a board so you can see what you want to do in your future. A lot of times we just wake up and we just live life on accident. No, we have the power to plan our lives out to the best of our ability. So visualize, write down your thoughts, meditation, baby steps. And the thing about health and fitness is all inclusive. It's not just one thing or this thing or just, it's
Right.
everything. It's like a synergy, if you will.
Right.
So
Right.
all of these steps will definitely help.
Yes. All right, Marguerite.
Wow. I mean, all these tips are so great. I had so much fun tonight. I'm so happy we have the guests that we had today, and I'm just excited for more shows.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. There was one good question, and hopefully I can help Deborah with that question. She says, how do you motivate yourself after work? And I'm so glad the Lord put me in a 9 to 5, because now I can speak to it a little bit better. And like most of us on a stressful job, what I did, I don't care if it was 15 minutes. I don't care if it was 30 degrees outside, 70 with the sun, 80 with the sun. I would go out and walk for those 15 minutes. And you talk about a refreshing, a rejuvenating, your whole mind and your body is different when you go back to work. Yeah. So if you're finding it hard to motivate yourself once you get home, break it up at work. Who's to say you gotta, go to the whatever and get what you need? You can walk. You can walk and enjoy that 15 minutes or whatever, however much time you're given for that break. You can do that and still get some exercising in. So hopefully that helped you with that, because it is hard once you get off of work, because you got to get dinner ready, you got to get prepared. It's just a plethora of things that get in the way, and the next thing you know, it's time to go to bed. So that's what I did, so I wouldn't have an excuse not to work out. I did it during my my breaks and my lunch hours. So but yes, ladies, those were some great takeaways, and the only thing I add to that, get you some sun. Try to eat more live foods than dead foods, because the live foods is what's going to give you the nutrients and the minerals that your body needs so that it can help you. Yes, some of us have to take supplements, and you got to be careful with that too. You just don't want to take any kind of supplements. You want to take supplements with a purpose, because a lot of supplements are fillers. So, you want to get you a quality supplement, and you just don't want that supplement to be your core of health. And so your core of health should be the live foods that you're putting in. Drink water. That's one thing Sheila always talks about. Drink your what is that? You drink half your weight in ounces. You need to get that in. So, because that's mainly what the body's made of. So you want to give it what it is.
Yeah.
So that's my little takeaway. And so, are we ready to give away this $50? You're welcome, Deborah. Are we ready to give away this $50 Amazon card? We ready? Are we ready?
Yay!
You ready? Are you ready? Well, here we go again. All right.
Is my name in there? Never
mind. In spirit. Let's see. Okay, here we go. One more spin. Maja! She's the winner! Yay! Maja! But you know what, Maja? You can't get it until you make the bread. No, look. Yay!
All right.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Maja.
Yes.
Since you won that $50, let a sister hold something.
Yeah.
$25.
And I borrowed 49. I'm leaving the dollar. Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you.
Yes.
I just wanted to say, just because we have a lot of new faces, I've offered free health coaching sessions before. And if anybody wants to get in a raffle, I have a number that you could text, and then let me know you're interested, and then I will text back the winner. Just
do you want to do the raffle now? What the heck? You want to do the raffle now, or you want to just?
It's okay. I mean, whichever you want. It's 8:30, so I was just going to give them a number they could text. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, all righty. Well, yes. With that being said, with some parting thoughts, we want to thank our audience for celebrating our anniversary, and we ask that let this not be the last time you come aboard and share with Vibe on Health, because we try to bring current information, and sometimes we do bring back some old things, because you need to be reaffirmation, reminded. So that's all good. So we want to also thank our special guest, Trisha. Yay! Thank you for coming and accepting our invitation. And please, we encourage you. Let this not be the last time you come and grace us with your presence. And
Thank y'all.
Giovanni, thank you.
Thank you.
Next time you come on, you gotta show that picture. But yes, thank you. Thank you for coming aboard. And we want to let's clap for our audience. Thank you for chiming in and listening and supporting us.
We love you. We love you. Thank you.
We love you. We love you. We love you. And remember to subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Tell people, your family, friends, hey, there's a group of ladies. They be sharing some good stuff. Why don't you check them out on we usually are here, every second Tuesday. And it depends on how crazy our lives may get, that we may stretch it to the third one, but that doesn't happen often. But it's every second Tuesday at 7 p.m. So please share. And if you've got some things, you want to share some thoughts with us that you might want to have us talk about, hey, share it with us. We don't mind. We'll do what we can to bring that to the table as well. But our next show will be June 8th. Again, same time, same channel, YouTube and Facebook. So please be looking out for us. And any closing recaps, or we're all good, ladies. We all capped out, as they say. we all capped out.
I just wanted to say a special hello to Teresa Gordon. I missed you earlier saying hi. I love you and I appreciate your support. You come on a lot of times, taking time out of your busy schedule like everybody else. I know you could be doing a lot of different things tonight. Yes. So we appreciate your support. I can't name everybody's name, but know that we love you, appreciate, and support you. I mean, thank you for supporting us, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Thank you, Maja.
Yeah, I'll be emailing the winner, Gloria Dobson and Becom Nyrell. If you're listening, send us an email, vibeonhealth@gmail.com, because we had your name down there too.
Yes.
And Dawn, if you want to spin the wheel one more time, we could do that.
All right. Well, let's do it.
We've been having fun spinning the wheel. Let's do it.
Yes. No better time but the present, right? Here we go. All right. Let's see. Who won the last time? That was Maja. As much as we love you, honey, we got to take you out so you can't win again. All right. Here we go. Spinning. Ta-da! Maryville. That's Mary. I'm sorry, Mary. It called you Maryville. That's Mary Walton. I called her Maryville. So Mary. Yay, Mary. Yes.
Let's connect. I'll be in touch with you.
Yes.
I'll get your number.
Yes. But anyway, ladies,
all right.
I enjoyed you. Audience, I love you all. Thank you. And take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Start where you are.
Right where you are. Start where you are. Yes. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Yes. And you know what? If people are still on with us, I have to